But I'm just clicking on the, when you go to add a video or anything at the bottom, it says that there's a live chat option just to go live. So I thought, well, it's not StreamYard, so I thought I'll go on and see if anything happens. Can I put the okay, I'm just trying to figure this out. Maybe not. Okay, I'll just figure this out to see if anybody pops up and say hello. It's Friday anyway. I've got my beer. It's just gone, what, 22, 5:45. Just see if anybody's going to pop on. If they don't. We shall see what happens. If anybody's going to pop on and say, if anybody from our Bluetooth crew is going to pop on and say hello. Oh, there he is. The Batman's here. I've been wearing your jumper today, fella. Yeah, got a bit chilly today, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to put that on while I'm finished, while I'm upstairs doing some work. So yeah, so hello to everybody. Now, I'm having a fiddle here. Can I see... so I can't see... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so anybody that's here, coming along, say hello. Like I said, happy Friday, everybody. Next week I'm off. The kids are off, so it's not exactly a holiday for me. The holiday begins basically when I get back to work, I think. So how is everybody this Friday? Cheers. So this is this one. Oop, doesn't get the... Then we can do see it. Brewdog Lost Lager. Very nice. So yeah, so anybody else want to comment? As you don't know if you saw, but this bad boy arrived today from CEX. Used my vouchers. I've only got 15 quid left now. As people keep saying the never-ending vouchers, but I do generally have £15 left. No slip. Fuming. So everybody's watching this on replay or watching it live, and you've got a slip, then let me know. And yeah. So yes. So what's everybody doing this Friday? Come on, put something in the chat. I can't really see any chat yet. I've only got Jamie, who's come on there. My friend, the Batman, is here. Last night I had I sent a message to Paul. You may know Paul's channel, 4K Chef. He lives about 20 minutes up the road, I think, more north than me. And I just said to him, did you fancy coming along? And yeah, so he came here about just before 7:30 last night, stayed till just before 11. Had a really good chat. And it's really nice to actually meet people face to face who like got different channels, especially when you live so close. Because the majority of people I know, like there's Jamie in Bridlington, and then Rob in Liverpool, and you know Lee's down in London, and there's Bournemouth, and then Big Paulie, and down in Dorset and Dorset, I don't know. And then everyone's kind of seems to be along the south coast, whereas I seem to be a bit alone up here on the north. So yeah, so I've got 6 people watching, which is more than I expected. I thought there'd be like 0 people watching. So yeah, so go on, ask me some questions. I've got any form messages, top chat, anything happening there? No, nothing happening on here. Any more live chat? No. Oh, this is great. Everybody's just tuning in to see what is that idiot going to actually say today. We are dog sitting at the moment. So if I spin the camera around, I don't think, actually, tell you what I'll do. I'll take it off here, which I can do. There we go. So currently dog sitting at the minute. You're going to say hello? So this is Casco. Can you say hello, Casco? So there's Casco. You're live on YouTube. No? No, not interested. So there you go. So that's Casco. So we've got him for 10 days. My kids are currently at my mum and dad's in Whitley Bay. It's funny that because when Paul came around last night, he went up and met John from Mondo Chilavec in Newcastle, and he's like, oh, John was saying that your parents live around the corner from him. I'm like, yeah, I do. I think he's like in one of the streets that one of my friends is on, another one, but I've forgotten what street my friend's on, which is really bad. So yes, anyway, carry on. More questions. Good evening, Oliver. How are you? City fan? What are you thinking of Alfie Inga Haaland? We think Haaland signing for you? I don't know what we're going to do with regards to signings. I'm hoping we get a striker in, because we just let Dwight Gale go on a free to Stoke City, so it'd be nice to get a signing in. tell you what was funny was before Paul left, I let Paul tell he was thinking about getting Brawl and Cell Bot 99, the Vince Vaughn film, on 4K, but he hadn't seen the film, so I said, well, I've got it. So I had a little dig around down here, and I lent him that and dragged it across concrete, and just as he's leaving the house, there, you see, yes, I've got him in my fantasy football as well. He's up front with Wilson and Darwin Núñez for Liverpool. But yeah, and he left, and he said, "Oh, before I go, I want something to show you." And he rolled up his left leg on his jeans, and he had a big Sunderland tattoo. And I was like, "Right." So I got those blueberries back off him, but I said, "No, I'm only joking." But yeah, so he kept that quiet because he must have hated it because he was in here. We had a discussion, so he didn't really. But I've got like a signed Newcastle shirt above the spare bed here. So any more messages coming in? I don't know why they don't keep popping up. There we go. Yes. So yeah. Anybody else doing the fantasy football outside of the movie talk? Anybody get their Doctor Strange? I know quite a few people got their limited Xavi exclusive one. Please just remember my name, Steve. My YouTube is linked. Okay, sorry, Steve. Yeah, no worries, Steve. Yeah, Steve the Man City fine. That is fine. If it comes up again with Oliver, Ian, whatever it is, I shall now know what to call you, Steve. No problem at all. Happy with that. Yeah, so has anybody else picked up the Doctor Strange? And what movies are out on Monday? I don't think there are actually any more big ones coming out on Monday. I know on a separate matter, Netflix is it The Grey Man has come on. So got that to watch. There you go. My man. JB's in the house. Yeah, you know what this, Jason? When me and my friend went to see this in the cinema, I came out enjoying it but felt underwhelmed. But then recently, because it's on Netflix now, I watched it again and I thoroughly enjoyed it the second time round. Fantastic Beasts 3, The Crimes of Grindelwald, or something of Dumbledore, Secrets of Dumbledore. I haven't seen any of the Fantastic Beasts. You're lucky, I've only just recently watched all of the Harry Potters. Yeah, Nicolas Cage one, I still need to see that one. Is it The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, or Unbearable, whatever? Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. That's probably on this massive to watch list at the minute. I'm working my way through the Jack Ryan series. So last night, I did kind of do it in the wrong order. So last night I watched Clear and Present Danger, and then now, and then tonight I'll be finishing off Patriot Games. You forget how young Sean Bean is in Patriot Games, and Samuel L. Jackson's in it as well. I didn't realise that. And then I'm watching Clear and Present Danger last night, and Harrison Ford's in it with James Earl Jones. I'm thinking, you forget that they Driver's a cracking film, Jace. I haven't seen it in a long time. I haven't picked up a second sight. I've still got your bog standard first edition with a slip. But I lost track of it. Yeah, so the Jack Ryan thing. But obviously, yeah, you know, what was it, 1992, I think? No, that was Patriot Games, so 94, I think, was Clear and Present Danger. And obviously they worked on Star Wars together, but I never knew, you don't know if they actually met just because they did the voice. Yeah, I really need to watch Drive again. I bought the iTunes of it as well as the digital, and I'm kind of humming and hawing about getting the second sight, because is it really going to make that much difference to the picture quality? And maybe the iTunes will then bunk up the 4K anyway. It's like a lot of the new ones which are coming out on 4K, I just stream through the telly anyway. So like Event Horizon gets a 4K release later in the year. I had it for like 4 or 5 months already. Dog Soldiers, 4 or 5 months already. Yeah, I actually had that last year. Same with Robocop. Before that got the Arrow release, there's a 4K release on there. So when they come down in price, I just stick it on there. Because the only difference is if I watch the Apple TV up here, then obviously it's in HD because it's just 3D telly. But if I watch it downstairs, then it's through the 4K player anyway. So unless there's a big drop in the internet, I don't find much difference in 4K. But the problem I've got with the telly is the settee downstairs is too far away from it. So I wanted to get it closer or a bigger telly. Neither is going to happen because the wife won't approve of a bigger telly, and there's no way we will move the sofa forward because it's like a corner one of those. But yes, what else we got? Anybody else in here? What else? So what's everybody else up to? Jace, how's your job going? Still going alright? I can't speak. Is it still going alright? It would be nice to actually be back on the kind of in a job, I suppose, as such. Not that being unemployed is that bad, but obviously you want to get back into work and make a living, you know, and get money coming in to buy stuff that you'd like to get. So how's that going? Obviously you might not be getting it, you might just tuned in and said hello and then disappeared. Tell you another thing was Paul didn't realise that Stranger Things had releases. Is that the black one either side, and it's kind of got a drawing of him in the middle? Is that right? Because I know the CX Best Buy exclusive or whatever, not CX, Xavier one's been released where you slide it up and he's got his face peeling. I love that sequel because that was on Xavier pre-order today, wasn't it? 9 o'clock red carpet in midday public. American Psycho is a very, very good film. Again, it's one of the, I keep saying this, it's one of those that I had in iTunes, but I also had a physical copy. But when I went through a kind of complete overhaul of all my physical stuff to sell, I sold that to a lad Lee, who's now on the Big Paulie Facebook page. And slowly but surely starting on the Blu-rays, I'm wanting to get them all back. But the two ones that I'm missing are American Psycho and the 6-disc Apocalypse Now, because I had to make, because of stuff to paint for my daughter and all her kind of stuff, I had to put money towards that, so I had to sell a lot of stuff. So that took priority. So I'm just waiting for the drops in price at CX to get those back. But yeah, so there you go. Anybody else on here? I think the difference between this and StreamYard is they pop up, but they only pop up now and again. So I think when a new one comes up, so they'll all come up in a row and then they disappear. With StreamYard, you can go through them. But yeah, this is interesting. You've got to even got to make a little thumbnail as well. So yeah, so if you're watching it, don't forget, just give us a thumbs up. 2 people give a thumbs up already, which is amazing. Thank you so much. Plan for tonight. Well, I've already took him for a work. Good, Jace. Happy for you, my friend, and happy for you and Soph as well. It's amazing what YouTube can do. Support each other. You met Soph through this. It's all good stuff, man, isn't it? It's all right, man. I'm half asleep as well, to be honest. I need to catch up on my sleep. The problem is with me, because I either start at 8 or half 8 for work, even though I'm working here, working from home, I still go to bed late, so like midnight, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then I'm up at like stupid o'clock, 6:30, 5, whatever, with the kids. So I never, and then I go back to late again. So it does catch up on you. And then tonight, I've already, like I said, I already took Casco out for his walk tonight. I'll maybe do one later on as well, having a beer. And then the wife said, she sat me down at lunchtime today and she went, I'm going to do something a bit wild tonight, Paul. I was like, oh. She went, no, not that. I was like, ugh. I'll come to that in a minute, Jace. And then she's like, do you want to watch a movie tonight? And I was like, what? You want to watch a movie tonight? This is coming from my wife, who doesn't watch any movies at all. She says, like, yeah, it's a bit wild. I was like, oh, children on here, and we're going to be watching a movie. So yeah, so I believe the movie we're watching tonight is This Is 40. It's the one I've had on radar for me and the missus to watch for a while. Yeah, so going back to what you were mentioning there, the shows on Disney. So Mando 1 and 2, basically for me, of all, including Marvel, set the precedent of any kind of Disney TV shows, be it Marvel or Star Wars, that have come out. Nothing has matched it. Boba Fett was alright, but a bit boring and dragged until Mando part came into it. Obi-Wan was alright, not brilliant, but enjoyable, like a kind of 6.5, 7 out of 10 kind of show. The Marvel ones, didn't like WandaVision, but obviously you've got to watch WandaVision to know kind of the story arc to going into Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange. Then after that there was Loki, which I enjoyed. Hawkeye I really liked. Falcon and Winter Soldier I thoroughly enjoyed as well. What If was okay. Moon Knight was confusing. I need to watch that all over again from the beginning. And then Miss Marvel I haven't finished yet because it has not interested me whatsoever. Luckily I've got all the here, the I can't even get them now, if it gets them. I've got all the like physical copies of all the shows, so I can watch them. If ever I lose Disney and it doesn't get a physical release, I've got those already. Watched Resident Evil. I did a, hang on, let me have a look. Let me have a look at the go through the questions. Scotty's in the house. Scotty T, hello. So Steve's got I've got 3 disc Apocalypse Now, 2 steelbooks from America. Now the Apocalypse Now one that I'm after, which I hadn't I sold, is the 6-discer. With the different cuts in it, which that's the one I'm after. I do have I currently have on my US iTunes the Apocalypse Now, the Redux, not Redux, the final cut. Did a few weeks back about how Disney's pissing me off, not reason fitting me. Obviously Obi-Wan, you know the shows. Yeah, just got Obi-Wan the other day, and I've put my order in for Miss Marvel, so I'll have that as well. I still cannot get Mando for Love Nor Money. What else we got on here? Scotty T, hello. Yeah, well, cancel that. If you want to, send us a message on here and I'll tell you how to get in touch with you. You want copies of them, Steve, don't mind. Ranger Mando and Boba Fett, how I bring Mando into the Boba series Undermined. Yeah, you're right, yeah. It kind of was Boba Fett's show. And everyone's like, oh, where's this going to go? And it's almost like they had to bring the Mandalorian character into it in order to, I suppose, keep the interest going, I guess. But yeah, there was no real need to have it in there. I'm looking forward to Andor, but I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like, because I know it's a longer series. And then we've got the Ahsoka series as well. So yeah, so I just worried that, a bit like Marvel, is it going to be too much, you know? Because then he's like, oh, we've got the rights to Marvel, we've got the rights to Star Wars. Here's loads of shit. Enjoy it. And some of it's just so mediocre. What else we got in here? Show off. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, drop me a message on Instagram or on Facebook Messenger, Steve, and I'll tell you where to go. Scotty, you know my thoughts on the Northman. You know, Anthony sent me the. I can't even see it now. This one sent me the Cine edition of this one, so I'm happy with that. Next time the wife's out one night, I'm going to put it on again. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll leave that there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thought it was going to be awful because I'll hate The Witch and I hate The Lighthouse, but Robert Eggers of this one did quite well. Obi-Wan, but has a lot of right problems that really do. The problem I had with Obi-Wan is that he's there to protect Luke, and you think the story arc's all going to be around him and Luke, because from the trailer, it was him looking at Tatooine and looking at Owen and where he lives on the farm. But then, for some reason, you've got to have Princess Leia running off. I mean, why don't you stick with the Luke arc? Why don't you just Princess Leia? Why doesn't Luke get kidnapped? Because, I don't know. And then, towards the end, when the ship escapes and Vader puts his hand out, uses the Force and brings the ship down, and then out of nowhere, which you've never seen before in the show, another one pops out and goes away. Like, well, where did that one come from? And then Reva, whatever happens to her, and then she comes back. Oh, it's just, there's so many, I don't know. It was nice to have the battle, but I still thought the battle was pretty, I don't know. It's like Obi-Wan struggling with the Force, being away for it for so many years, and then kind of like overnight, boom, he can throw rocks and everything at Vader. Yeah, the last episode was alright, but just, I don't know. I think the problem with these series is, just do an hour-and-a-half movie. Why do a series? You know, it's just like Obi-Wan, they could have narrowed that down to an hour-and-a-half, and there's going to be a season 2. Oh well. It's just, and also Darth Vader, because he was played by Hayden Christensen in this, he's a lot shorter, isn't he? He's like, because of Dave Prowse and the characters and the actors who played him, he's always been taller, but he just looked too short in this series. Yeah, so what's everybody else watching tonight? You're going to be watching The Northman tonight, Scott? Is anybody else going to be watching anything? I'm tempted to do a free trial for the Shudder channel. The Rotten says under a corner where Kenobi, Vader, Luke and Leia had to survive the show. Yeah, you're right. At least the thing is, moving forward with Rogue One, you know, because I like Rogue One, you knew going into that all those characters would die because of the episodes of... I know it's a nitpicky on the height, I know, but it just, I don't know, just, it is what it is. Yeah, with Rogue One, like I say, you knew they were all going to die because it has to go into episode 4, hasn't it? Yeah, so I'm trying to think about getting a free trial on Shudder so I can watch The Sadness, because I'm really, really wanting to watch The Sadness, that zombie Japanese or Asian film that looks really good. I've looked on Germany and everything to get like the 4K or the Blu-ray, but the problem is with it is that because you're getting it from abroad, you don't know if they're going to be supplying the film is going to have English subs. Because if it's released purely for the German market, it might only have German subs. But yeah, so I might see if I can just get a free. Because it's not on Apple iTunes, it's only on Shudder. The only way you can watch it is via Shudder. But then again, I don't think I've got Shudder app on my TV, so I might have to see if I can then stream it from my phone to the telly downstairs. But can I be arsed with that? I mean, yeah, I can kind of stream it via that Flix Tour app. But again, is it going to have subtitles on it? I don't know. And I don't want to start it halfway through it, or like 5 10 into it when there may not be any speaking, to realise that there's no subtitles on it. So yeah, that's the two films I really want to see at the minute is The Sadness. Yeah, I know Amazon Prime, but yeah, you got to still do it. What I mean is Amazon Prime's my dad's account. So the Amazon Prime that we use here to watch everything is all logged to my dad's, and I don't want to go to my dad's account and go, well, you got a free trial, because that's not fair, because that's my dad's. So the two films I really want to see is it's The Sadness, and Bull, the British thriller called Bull. So what you put there, Steve? Got complete Skywalker saga amongst a whole host of different copies, and it annoys me that Obi-Wan is smack bang in the middle and no proper physical release. Yeah. I've got my, you can probably just see it. This is here. I'll show you here. This is my Lord of the Rings kind of set. So you got the two steelbook sets, and then the Hobbit 3D ones, and then there's Lord of the Rings one there. But underneath there is my little Star Wars cubby hole. Where is it? Oh, come with me. Come with me. Come with me. No, don't do that. Go down here. There you go. That's my little Star Wars set. And yeah, it's got Police Academy and James Bond in it as well. Don't know why Nelly. I don't know why I went into Willy Wonka there. Out of Chocolate Factory. There's another thing. I'm not a big fan of Charlie Chocolate Factory. Yeah. Or Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, or whatever the fuck it's called, the original 70s one. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. Controversial. And again, I'm going to reiterate, the Monster Squad is better than the Goonies. That's it. That's a funny thing as well about that, because I was talking to Paul last night when he was here. And I said, oh, my holy grail is the Monster Squad. And he's like, oh, I've never seen that. But you've never seen the Monster Squad? It's awesome. So he messaged me today, and he's rented it off iTunes to watch it, because it was on Prime, but then it got taken off. So I'm hoping that he'll drop us a message after he's watched it to see if he enjoyed it or not. What's this here? What is it? PM me and I'll let you use my Amazon. Have you got? Oh, hang on. Have you got Shudder then, Scott? Either way, I'm in no rush for it. I'm not going to take advantage of people's logins and things like that. You know, it's funny the way things work to get all this online stuff. It's like I've got iTunes for UK, US, and Canada, as well as so I have all my films on there, and also I have Google Play, which is now attached to YouTube, which used to be on a separate app. So I give my login for those films to my friend who I kind of used to work with and now play football with only, and he gives me his Disney Plus. So we've got Disney Plus. I get the full whack package. Oh, nice one, cheers, Scott. I've got I pay fully for the Netflix for everyone's login, 4K and everything. But my dad pays half of that so he can watch it, because the kids watch a lot of Netflix. So when the kids are there, they've got access to that. So instead of paying 14, my dad sends us £7 a month. So basically, I'm only paying £7 for that. And then I let my other friend who I used to work with have my Netflix login, and he gives me his Spotify. And then, as I said earlier, my dad gives me his Amazon Prime, which is, so yeah, other than Paramount Plus and like stuff like that, is I've got everything, which is spoiled. But the worst thing is, though, we used to have Virgin. We were paying a lot of money for that a month, and a lot of stuff I wasn't using. The wife said we've got to cut down, so we cut down. And funny enough, when I cut down, got rid of all like some of the channels we didn't need, including Sky Movies. I said to her, I don't mind as long as you've got all the sports packages, so I can watch the football, and we've got the basic channels in HD. I'm happy with that, and that's what we got. But I lost this movie channels. I didn't really watch them because obviously I've got all this shit behind me. I've got all this stuff online to watch. You've got Netflix and all that. And the one film I wanted to watch, which is Bull, came on the Sky Movies, and I can't watch it because they're on Sky Movies. Typical, isn't it? The one time you cancel something and it goes wrong. Well, you want something, should I say. But yeah, so I mean, if anybody's like channel, you know, I used to do a lot of videos every now and again. Then I got to a stage where I thought to myself, one, I can't really afford all these movies that I'm pre-ordering. Some I'm putting in Klarna, some I'm not. Some I'm putting money aside, which really shouldn't be in here. So that's why I made the decision, as well as a bit of an argument with the missus, is that I decided that I was starting to do videos purely for the sake of stuff coming in. So like, oh, I'm going to pre-order that, so that'll come and I'll get an unboxing and I'll get loads of views and this, that and the other. And really mainly because the wife kicked off, is that I've stopped all that. And that's the kind of vacuum and hole you get stuck into when you do YouTube, is the fact of you're doing it for the views. Now, to begin with, I'm going to hold my hand up. Yeah, I want to get as many subscribers as possible. I want to get as many views as possible. Quick, there's a steelbook, right? I'm going to order it. Got to come out, right? It's just been delivered, right? I have to do a video within 30 seconds and get it online to get as many views as possible. And you get into that mindset that I want more, I want more, I want more. But no, just... have you ever want to send out a link to a live stream? Always happy to pop on show collection. I have far too many. Yeah, man. I mean, if I ever do a live stream, Steve, me and Pete normally used to do them on a Sunday. I'm more than happy to do that. Or if I do an Instagram, drop us, you know, Magpie Movies _ 1978. Or was it on Magpie? I can't even remember my Instagram channel. I'm more than happy with that, Steve. I don't mind at all doing that. But yeah, to change the channel, that's why I've had a bit, like when I went to Filey on the holiday with the caravan, I did a video for that because I wanted to do something away from movies, something different, like cinema trips, do something different. Like when I did, like when I dropped the kids off and went to St. James's last year. It's just trip. I want to give people an insight, you know, I know it's fucking boring, of my life, so people can actually watch it or get involved with it. But yeah, and then sitting down here, you know, working as it is. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of doing reviews because I like to think now I have I'm not going, here, look at me, I have, but I do have a degree in journalism. So I'd like to think I'm kind of good with my, proper like good with words, and way how to express it. But when it comes to reviews, I don't want to go from a script. I just want to say it how it is. But yes, so my reviews aren't the best. I mean, I think what also annoys me with regards to YouTube channels, and this is my own personal opinion, and I apologise to anybody who finds offended or from it, whatever, and this is just being brutally honest. There's a lot of people out there, now fair enough, they are younger than me, I'm 43, and they have movie channels, but they haven't seen many movies. Now for me, from my personal perspective, is yeah, there's a lot of films I haven't seen, but what I would class as popular films like that you expect people to see, I've seen. But for these newer channels to come out and they haven't seen it, how are they then being able to do a movie channel? Like, first time review of Ghostbusters. I'm like, what the... Why have you not seen Ghostbusters? Or I haven't seen Lethal Weapon, or I haven't seen Die Hard, or I've never seen RoboCop. And, like, for me, they're quintessentials. Right, Paul, right? Go fuck yourself. So let's do a review of the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness slipcover, as Paul's asked. So here it is in my hand, as you can see. It's nice and glistening. Let me just do it in the light. Yeah, you can see it shining a bit. And I better put it down because it's... Oh yeah, that's right. It isn't fucking there because it didn't arrive. Thank you, CX. But at least I think, you know, I can't complain, you know. I was saying to Paul last night, as in 4K Chef, it's not really an obsession with steel slip covers, but it's a case of if you're paying £25 or £30 or £10 or whatever it is, and you've got a one here without a slip cover, and you've got one here with a slip cover, that's the completed article because it comes with a slip cover. So that, to me, if you go and get a magazine and one's got a free tie and one doesn't, you go to one with the free tie. Not really free, but you know what I mean, because it's complete. That's why it has to be complete. Yeah, but so I'm not really obsessed with it, but if it comes to the one, I want to get the full package. Sounds really dirty, that. Yeah, mine is definitely no frills, nothing professional about it. 40-year-old, I'm shocked when the younglings haven't... Yeah, exactly, man. It really shouldn't affect me or bother me, but it really pisses me off. You know, have you seen the Goonies? Oh, the Goonies, never heard of that. Oh, have you seen Lethal Weapon? Never heard. What? You never heard of Lethal Weapon? Right. What about Mad Max? Never heard of it. First time watch. First time watch. It just... fair enough, the young, do something. I don't know, movie channels. These are the films I've done. Do reviews of new films. But don't profess to be a movie channel when you haven't seen the basic movies. I'll hold my hands up. I have not seen Casablanca. I've not seen Citizen Kane. I've not seen anything from that generation. But, you know, from 70s films onwards, random reaction. Is that you, Steve? This one here? I don't know if it comes up, whatever. Random reactions. Is that your channel then, Steve, the other one? Just annoys me. Like Alien, first time watch. It's like, yeah, exactly. I always remember, what was it? But when Titanic first came out, there was a lot of people who were like, the young generation were like, I never knew it was based on a true story. I thought it was fictional. How do you not know that? Another example, this is probably not the same. There was a new Netflix documentary come out about, I forgot the guy's name though. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, this is embarrassing because I was saying about nobody's heard of it and I forgot the guy's name. The guy who held an airplane hostage and then jumped out with a parachute in like 1971 or whatever it was. What was his name? I've forgotten now. Ah, right, okay, I'm with you. Boom! Because I messaged you via John's channel, didn't I? But yeah, I asked my wife, have you heard about this guy in the 1970s? And he went, no, I hadn't heard about it. And for me, because I like D.B. Cooper. Thank you very much, Scott. That's it. Yeah, so the D.B. Cooper, I knew about it before the documentary came in. So I'm like, oh, there's a D.B. Cooper documentary about this. And the wife's like, never heard of him. It's a big thing. It's like an unsolved case from 1971. This FBI never found them, and agencies never found them. It's, you know, that to me, I guess in my mind, maybe a bit obscure for people to know about. Yeah, it's just 80s, 90s. 80s and 90s to me, maybe mid-70s with Jaws. Like, if you could say to them, right, have you watched Short Circuit? No. Are you watching the Police Academy movies? No. Right, okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's over my head how these people have movie channels. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and go, Paul, your YouTube channel is the best. You know, it's not. It's shit. I do this as a hobby because I enjoy filming it and putting it out there. And if people are interested in it and it makes people happy watching it, great. Happy days. Do I want to get to 1,000 subscribers? Of course I do. Do I want to make money off this? No, because that's never going to happen. I've got 780, probably after this live stream, about 700 subscribers. Fuck you, Scott. Fucking wind up merchant. But I just started doing lockdown and I made loads of friends off it, you know, and then getting people together for the Birmingham trip. You know, it's nice now. I've got a circle of friends, you know, like Big Paulie, Jamie, Pete, Lee, Rob, Horror and Touch, Tony, Jim Jam Movies, Mondo Chelovek, John, Durant, Sue, Movies with Sue, Evander. You know, all these people are great. It's just, I can't upload as much as I want to. I really want to. I mean, the only reason I'm doing this now is because I finished work at 5. I've been out taking Casco out for a walk. The wife's downstairs chilling. She's watching Trying, I think it's called. So I thought, I'm going to try this. Does it work? I don't know. Do you like Resident Evil? Yes, I do. I've got them here. Where are they? Here we go. That's my little Resident Evil. Oh, nearly dropped it. Shit. My Resident Evil collection. This is the Dutch one, I think it is, but this is purely just the 4K movies. I've got all the others on Blu-ray, but I kept that there. So that goes next to this film, which I do enjoy. Yes, not everybody's favourite, but that is better than the TV show, which is awful. So yes, those are my. Oh. So we've been going about a year, so that we started on a nice channel, just unpack it in the movies. Yeah. I just did it and I met loads of people and I'm happy with it. If my YouTube channel ended tomorrow, it wouldn't really bother me because at the end of the day, I met all these people from it and it's great. You know, it's just really nice and I really want to plan another one. I think sometimes though, 80s and 90s films are the best. So yeah, but yeah, it's just a nice community. You have got some bad eggs in it. I mean, when you're going through YouTube and a lot of people try to come into the groups and you speak to a lot of people Some of them come out with a bit pain in the arse. I'm not going to go into names, but a lot of them are of the younger generation who think they're class and they're not, and their longevity of their channel isn't, there. Yeah, that's it. It's just meeting new people and getting on with those people. Like, if say for example, if Paul or Jamie said to me, I do a gladiator shit, I'd be like, you know what? You're wrong. But I enjoy it. It's my favorite film of all time. I'm not going to go, you are joking. Gladiator is the best film ever, and my opinion is great. No, everyone's entitled to a different opinion. The only opinion that matters is your own. If you're happy with the film, I'm happy with that. Apart from if you like The Green Knight, Birds of Prey, The Lighthouse, The Witch, because they're all shit. And if you disagree with me with that, then you're wrong. I'm joking. But no, I'm not. So yeah, there you go. But I think sometimes it's best to be honest. Like, when you meet people, you don't want to be this fake person online or whatever. People sometimes make videos to try and, yeah. No word of a lie, when I was younger, I never ever, I'm quite shit at football, I'm not going to cover it up. I got past one guy and I'm not left foot, but I hit the shot with the left foot to curl in the top left hand corner, and I turned around and I went, "Are you not entertained?" My mates burst into laughter, and I've never lived that down. Also, the fact of when this girl I really fancied came over to me ages ago at a party when I was like 14, 15, and went, "Do you want to dance, Paul?" And I went, "No, I play the guitar," and I've never lived that down. Yeah, but yeah, for me, I am who I am on this. So whoever I come across to you, if you think I'm an arsehole, then that's your opinion. I can be an arsehole. If you think I'm a twat, that's fine. If you think I'm a nice guy, that's fine. If you think Jamie Batman calls me a legend, I'm not a legend. I'm just a person who makes stupid videos like this. Was it? Well, we were so cool as a team. Yeah, I know. How cool was I? Yeah. Sorry, I don't dance. I play the guitar. What a fucking bellend. Christ. How did you stay single for so long, Paul? You must have been such a catch. deary me. So I know it's about people with some bad eggs, but from the group that I think, like I was saying to Paul last night, the 4K chef, I keep bringing up, I'm not really trying to name drop him just because he was here last night. You come in the community and you latch into people, and like, it's like when you're younger kids or you go to school, you kind of go into groups to like different people, and it's like, I'd like to think that the group I'm in, and it sounds big-headed, but I don't really care, because I'm being honest, in my opinion, it's the best group. You've got, like, look at this, you've got these guys here, you know what I mean? You've got the alpha team, Jamie, Big Pete, Jim Jam, Big Paulie, Rob, Rich, me, and then you've got Tony, who's in our group. And let's not forget James Lack, movie bug. I think he's great. He's a really nice guy. Really, really genuine. Really like him. It sounds a bit gay. Not in a gay way. Let's get that right. Straight out. Let's move that out to one side. And Jamie's great. The Batman. I really want to... who do I want to meet? Kermit. I'd love to meet Alan. I think it'd be really nice to get. I'd love to go down south and just have a big meet up with everybody down south. But these things aren't always going to happen. Let me have a look through the messages. Apart from your teammate, you're legendary. Would you do skydiving? Skydiving? You having a fucking laugh? No chance. I'll be honest, I'm so boring. God, again, I'm going back to me. What a catch I am, is that I don't like roller coasters. I don't like anything. I don't like dodgems and things like that, but anything where you're kind of going up and down, where you kind of lose your stomach as such, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't jump over a plane, wouldn't do bungee jumping, wouldn't do those things where you attach to something and you're thrown up into the air. Wouldn't do any of that. Yeah, Paul, you're really building yourself up here. Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't do any of that. But it's also like when we went to, in 2009, I went, now, who's ever watching this, and this is not me going, oh, showing off, it's just fact, is that my auntie and uncle, my mum's sister and brother-in-law, so my auntie and uncle, they live in Canada. So I've got two cousins, one male, one female. They're both married and have kids. So touch wood, we're going over next year. Me, the wife, and the two kids, and my mum and dad are flying over next year for 2 weeks. But in 2009, we flew to Florida. So basically what happened is they drove or flew from Canada down to Florida for 1 week. We joined them on their second week. We had a week together. They then went back to Canada. Then me, the wife, well, not wife, girlfriend at the time, I mean, mum and dad, we had a week to ourselves, and we went obviously Disneyland and all that. And I wouldn't go on any of this Aerosmith roller coaster or the Yeti ride and all that, because I don't like any of that stuff. Get me on the Star Tours, get me on the Back to the Future ride, get me on any kind of thing like that, you know, interactive experience. I don't even like the Jurassic Park log thing, because at the end, I don't mind the log bit and the dinosaurs coming out, but it comes down to a shoot and you lose your stomach, and I hate that feeling. I don't know why. What an absolute wuss. Short experience, definitely not. I don't. There's nothing. I don't like to get water in my eyes. Like see what I don't like. It's not semen. Yeah, let's go. You could have crack on with a version of Ed Sheeran now on that guitar. Would you at least got something? Well, I can't play any Ed Sheeran on my guitar, can I? Funny enough, when we were looking to move it to the house that moved in now a couple of years ago, I was really getting into my guitar again. I wanted to get a loop pedal and like a loop station for it. So then, but the house we looked at had like a separate garage not attached, and it was like converted into a room. And I was like, ooh, I could put my effects pedal in there if I got one, and I could practice like Ed Sheeran kind of songs and all that. Then I realised, Paul, you're 40 odd, get a life. And we didn't buy that house, and I just had a movie room. So yeah, there you go. What else we got in here? Dave's here. All right, we babbers, what are we testing today? I'm with you on the water. Good lad, yes. Like when I go to the swimming pool, I don't know what it is though, because when I was younger, I always remember I'd have those big, you know, those kind of scuba kind of things, go into the water, no problem at all. I don't know what happened, any childhood experience or whatever, but I've got no idea what happened, but I don't like going under the water now. So if I get splashed, it's fine, but I'm like, oh, I was like, I need a towel, because when you have a shower, it's fine because it's fresh water, but because it's got chlorine in it, I don't know if my eyes become sensitive to it. I really don't know. God, I sound like such a softie. Welcome to Magpie Movies, the home of softness, where if you wanted a masculine presenter, you're in the wrong place. This is no alpha male here. This is C male. C for, you know what. So yeah, so is this working? Is this warranted? Because I haven't done a live show for ages. I've lost me. I just got no. I don't know. I think because I started doing the live show with I haven't shut up for 42 minutes. Sorry, everybody. Well, I started doing the live show with Pete, and then we've got guests on. Hi. Nice. Welcome to the Smooth Hour with Magpie Movies and me, Geordie Paul. Nice. I started doing the live streams with Pete. Then got on with it, and then it's almost like every man and his dog decided to do live streams. You know, we got, you know, that's how I met Dave and Movies and Sue and Tony's Movies and More, getting people on, and then Evander wanted to meet Big Paulie via the chat, and I got him in there, and it's just really good way of introducing everybody. But then every man and his dog was doing it, and I was just like, you know, I can't be bothered with this, because you just kind of like, it's almost like because you haven't copyrighted that idea, which I'm not saying I did, that everybody's going to be doing it, so it's just duplication. And the questions that, you know, questions like, what's your favourite film from 1932? Well, I don't know. I'm not fucking OCD. I don't know that kind of stuff. I'm not fucking Rain Man. Yeah. 1942. Man with no face. I don't know. But yes. So I've just lost any interest in doing live streams. I really enjoyed them, but I got to a stage, like I said, really enjoyed them, getting all the guests on, had a good chat and all that. But the questions started being the same. And then it kind of more or less turned into a chat with me and people, which is no problem with that. But I wasn't. The reason they do it is so people who subscribe to your channel can speak to you, and it never turned into that. And I mean, it kind of turned away from that. But yeah, so that's why I don't do any many live streams at the moment. I'd like to bring them back, but I don't know if I get the same amount of views as such. But I'm just cracking on. Every now and then I'll do a video. I mean, I was even thinking about doing a video for this, but I'm like, what's the point? It came out Monday. It hasn't got a slipcover. Did I mention it didn't have a slipcover? Because it didn't have a slipcover and come with it. Did I mention I'm fuming? I'm fuming that it doesn't have a slipcover. But I'm not going to do an unboxing for that. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. Right, Dave. Why don't you invite me onto one of your live streams? If I can make it, I'll come on. I don't know why I've gone all Irish for a minute. I apologise. I don't know what kind of accent that's. What am I doing? What am I doing? You should get what do you call it? Combat Scotty on as well. You should get him on a live stream with you, Dave. You can speak the same fucking language and everything, don't you? The Bristolians and all that kind of thing. with your combine harvesters and the Wurzels and all that jazz. I don't know. So anyway, yes. That's it. Fit this most Bluesy tunes as we don't just read the quotes. Okay, yeah. See, I'm very much, I don't know, that's fine, but I'm very much all about interaction. I like the fact that if, oh dear me, Scott. Well, that's okay then. I prefer him because he's got Joy Barton as manager. Is he still the manager at Bristol Rovers? Could be wrong. There's only one Joy Barton. I just think if you've got so many subscribers, the problem is, I think with YouTube subscribe channel. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah, if I'm not having it, I'm just like, I'm not up for this tonight. Then you're right. No one's going to be up for it tonight. Like today, I'm just doing this off the own back. I'm looking at the time. I'll probably go for another 5-10 minutes and then go, you know what? I gave this a go, seeing if it works. It's worked. Great. I might do it every now and again. I don't have to broadcast it like link here, link there. Oh, I'm going to go live tonight or whatever. But yeah, it's only 6 people watching. Most was 12. People just dipping in and out with live streams. You know, difficult to WhatsApp. We love doing it to viewers. Do homework to watch. Yeah, it could be something different. It's kind of having a format of a show, I guess, and then running with that format. Because me and Pete just went in blind. There's some streams where people end up hours behind the comments. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I get that as well. And then sometimes, because the comments run out, then yeah, I think it's more a fact that you want to do kind of like, there's a couple of ways to streams, isn't it? So you can have one where there's complete audience interaction, ask us a question, and every person on the stream goes through it, or the fact that you could do it where you have a discussion. So right, today we're going to do an hour's discussion on the Monster Squad or whatever. What do you think of it? And then people now come in the comments, and you can go, all right, and sift through them, not read everyone, but sift through them and go, I'll acknowledge that one because that's what we're talking about now, etc. and so on. Well, there's one way, just look at it and you just go through it and let people talk amongst themselves in the comments, and you just carry on with the conversation. But for me, all those, me personally, I like to be interacted with people. I'd like to build that relationship with the people who watch the videos. I don't want to be like, it's weird because like Jamie, no disrespect to Jamie, I love Jamie. Jamie the Batman's great. He's like I said, he calls me a legend, and when he met me, he was like, "You're a legend." I'm just like, I'm not, man. We're just ordinary people. No, but no, I don't get any income from this. This is just a hobby. It's nothing. And I keep looking away because I'm just so nosy. I keep an eye on everybody outside. So yeah, so I'm probably going to wrap it up, guys. So thank you to everybody who's watching. Anybody else got any questions? Want to ask me anything. It doesn't have to be movie related. It can be a life related, not too personal. No, I haven't done anal. No, sorry, said too much. Just ask away. So yes, so I tell you what else what else? Yeah, exactly. The thing is, though, when you have guests on the show and you don't really know them, like for example, with me and you, David, had live. I don't really know you, and you don't really know me, only from each other's videos. So it's kind of like a first date, I guess. So it's kind of like getting to know each other and discussing each other's films and just having a good old chat, like Paul and I did last night, without going live. Don't go on about my slipcase and Doctor Strange. I'm fucking fuming about that. Honestly, wind me up. So yes, so I have my, but other people think, a fictitious £15 voucher for CX, but I don't. I do. So there's a lot of things on my things so I'm keeping an eye on Rec Apocalypse and Rec Genesis, because I've got them on DVD but I don't know on Blu-ray. No, you can ask them. I know a lot of people go through, they've got apps and everything, they go, hey, right, I've got movie, right, let's move on to B. I've got movie, I've never counted my movies. Pointless. Because I'll never be on top of them, because if I get someone and go to CX to sell them or go to eBay to sell them, I won't know to take them off. It's just, like I was going to do a kind of like what I've been watching this month kind of videos. But then I was just like, nobody watches them. Nobody gives a shit about films you watch, Paul. If they want to know if you've seen a film, they'll message you. You know, so I think I've probably got, I don't even know, I've got a lot of digital movies. Like I said, either US, UK iTunes, Canadian iTunes, or Google Play, which is now on YouTube, as well as all the physical stuff. See, another thing that irks me, someone once said that if you had digital movies as well as physical movies, then you are what was the word that they used? I can't remember now. Migrating, was it? You aren't properly a physical media collector. What absolute bullshit! You can, whether you collect things digitally or physically, it doesn't matter. Whatever keeps that individual happy. Don't try and put yourself into a box where put yourself something higher than you already are, because you're not. But it wasn't migrating. What was the word that he used? I've forgotten now. No, I don't worry about digital movies disappear, because I've had digital movies in my iTunes account before I even had a YouTube channel or got into movies. 10, 15 years ago, then they've never disappeared. There's people go on about the fact that these movies you don't properly own, which is probably right, because you don't own them physically, because you don't touch them and all that. But I don't worry that they're going to disappear, because as long as I've got an Apple iTunes login or a Google login, my movies are there and they stream them. I'm happy with that. It's just people just like to kind of cause panic. You don't really own them. Okay, where's the proof? Where's the fact that the movie that you've had for 10 years is no longer with you? Show me that proof. Oh, you don't have any. Exactly. So, what was the word? I can't remember the word now. But it just annoyed me. It's just like, who are you to say that because I have, not, obviously it wasn't personal attack on me, I know that. But who are you to say that because some people have digital copies as well as physical copies? I don't have any physical, I don't have any digital movies because I'm physical. If you're not, then you just, I don't know, it's just, you're not a proper collector. Oh, go fuck yourself. You're talking absolute shite. Honestly. It's really turned into kind of like a downplayed, no holds barred kind of conversation, isn't it? I mean, I've been on 52 minutes, didn't expect to be on this long. The wife be downstairs going, what the hell is he doing up there? Talking to myself for 52 minutes. The dog's like, I'm trying to get to sleep. But yes, and I'm going to get, people aren't going to like me after this. Yeah, that was one of the things, because about seeing about earlier on about getting all the stuff was a package after package after package. It was just like, what's all this? I'm like, well, I put 50 quid aside for a month to pay for these movies that are coming in. What we could do with that? I said, okay, fine. I stopped it, and everything stopped it now. So, there you go. I've got friends via YouTube and Instagram in the US who get movies, and they give me the US iTunes codes, which I'm very, pleased with, very grateful for. Or friends who in the UK who import US titles and they've got the code on it. Like Paul, again, I keep mentioning Paul. We did not have an affair last night, but he mentioned that he'd got Everything Everywhere All at Once, and he said you can have the code if you want, because I didn't know you could use them. And I said, oh, it's okay, I've got the US code, the Canadian code, sorry, in my Canadian iTunes. But I said, you got these Facebook pages, you could probably sell it for a $5 a time. You've already got some money back there for it. So if anybody who's watching this that wants a US iTunes code for Everything Everywhere All at Once, let us know, and then I'll message Paul and see if he'd sell it to you. Just like PayPal, friends and family, and they'll take a picture of the code and send it to you. I think mine was via, it was Canadian iTunes, so I had to log out VPN, open up, log in my iTunes for Canada, and then log in that way. So yeah, what time is it? Oh, it's 6. Right, I'm going to go. Thank you very much, everybody who's watching. This is Geordie Paul. Thank you to everybody. Don't forget, if you're watching this and catch up, give me some thumbs up for this absolutely disgraceful, piss poor live chat. Thank you all of those who have now recorded this and have probably screen recorded it and sent it on to people to slag me off, because some people don't like me. Some people actually think I'm a racist and a homophobe. They are so incorrect and don't even know what's going on. But anyway, let's not end on a negative. Let's end on a positive. Good night to myself. The wife wants to watch a film with me. I'm gonna have some beers. I'm gonna have some chicken. Got some Ben and Jerry's in for later. I got some cookies in for later. I'm gonna be an absolute fat bastard and pig out all the kids on here. And even gonna hopefully touch wood, have a bit of a lie in as well. And then after that's finished with the wife, I'm gonna go and watch. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Scott. I'm gonna watch the rest of Patriot Games, and then go to bed. Oh no, I'm gonna take him out for a walk, haven't I? You little bugger. Hey, no, out for the count. Now the question is, I'm going to go, but I don't know how to end the stream. So if I press this, so if this goes wrong, I apologise, but I'm now going to log out. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for all the comments. I appreciate them. Really is. I'm grateful everybody watches it. Yeah, exactly, man. People just don't talk shit. A certain person from Cornwall, name shall not be mentioned, who's a compulsive liar. But there you go. But anyway, thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you soon. And I'll press this button, and this should end the live stream, he says. Let's have a go. There we go. Yes, it does. So thank you very much. I'm going to go. I'll catch you on my next live stream, whenever that may be. Feedback appreciated. Thanks. Bye.